Hello, everybody. Meteorologist Jim Rinaldi here. I want to show you why I'm interested in this potential for Wednesday, and why I don't think we can go to sleep on this one because some interesting things happening here. I'm going to start here with the 500 millibar chart for Tuesday evening, and you can see here we have a nice area of energy coming down. Trough is relative, pretty much neutrally tilted at this point in time. Not much of a tilt to it. You can see here. Here's basically the trough axis is in there like that. So not much going on there as far as a negative tilt goes. But if we look now at the next frame, which goes to 60 on Wednesday, now we're starting to see that negative tilt happening. We're starting to see the trough axis is clearly more like that. So now we have that negative tilt. When the bottom of it tilts to the right from where the top is, that's called a negative tilt, and that's what we want to see. Now we'll look here at the differences between this run and the 60 run at the same valid at the same time. And here's 120 hours from the 60 run versus 114 hours from the 12Z run. Now look at the differences here. Look at how this energy is back here, and look at how it's shooting out here. And also the trough is not quite as amplified. You can see a little bit more amplified with this trough here on the new run. Now, what difference does that make? Well, let's go to the surface map now from the 60 run. This is the old one. This is the old run here, the 120 hours. And you can see here we have one main low up here. Here's something trying to form here. And then we just have basically a front coming down across like this. So not much. Here's one low. Here's one low. Not much going on there as far as this region down in here. Well, a couple of things here I want you to notice. First of all, I mentioned this front. Now this front is important because you can see here we have a pretty good packing of the 850 millibar isotherms in here. That's the baroclinic zone. The water off the coast here is quite warm. Now when I see a baroclinic zone hitting warm water with energy feeding into it, that's when I start getting interested in something happening, particularly if we have a trough with a negative tilt. So let's take a look now at what happens with the new run valid the same time period. The new run, now look at the differences here. Okay, here's the old run with the low here, front coming down like that. Now look at what's happening here. Now we still have the low up here. We still have a low up here. And we have a weaker low here. But look what's happening. Now we have what's going on out here, but now it's trying to hint at maybe something happening down in here. So it's there's a lot of energy feeding into this area, and the model is trying to figure out what to do with it at this point in time. But it is seeing more. It's seeing more potential here than it was here, because like I showed you, the energy here is not. It's not shooting out ahead of the surface system. It's staying back. And it's giving it a chance for that baroclinic zone to hit that the warm water, and now have the energy feed into it. So that's interesting to me. Now let's go now to the next time frame, which will be 12Z Wednesday, and this is the new run. And again, here's extremely, very negatively tilted trough at this point in time. I mean, that's doesn't get much more negative than that without being horizontal. So that's that's a nice look there. Here's our energy here. Now look where it was on the previous one, shooting out way ahead now. It's considerably further back at this point in time. And the difference here, we'll show you the surface. The difference here, and you can see we have our low up here over down East Main with the front coming through. Now the difference here, it's not a great difference, but it's a step. It is a difference, and here is that difference, and there it is. It's off the now it's instead of being down East Main, now it's near Cape Cod. So the model is seeing the potential of something forming and developing further south in here, and not shooting out as fast. So I think right now, anywhere from if you want for the extremes would be maybe southern New Jersey to up here is where we have to look for this low to be forming with this setup. Now, am I saying it's going to, strong low is going to form down here and it's going to be snow all across eastern PA? No, I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that the system has to be watched for potential development further south than it's showing. And I think the model was trying to hint at that possibility when you look at this frame here. So we'll see what happens going forward. It's going to be interesting. I think we're heading into a very interesting pattern. A lot of chances, a lot of tracking, a lot of sleepless nights. So I think we're finally heading into some fun times. All right, meteorologist Jim Rinaldi. Hope you have a great day.